Hey, welcome to Watch Nate Watch, where originality comes to die. Today, we are checking out Total Insecurity, a FNAF security breach song by Rockit Gaming. I'm somewhat familiar with this YouTube channel, with this artist. I've heard bits and pieces. I haven't heard this song per se, but I'm going to leave a link down in the description. I want you to watch the original first, even though you probably already have. Make sure you watch the original before watching this reaction, because stealing views is stupid. And we're going to dive into this and see what we think. Oh yeah, like, comment, subscribe, or whatever. We're starting silent. Here we go. Oh, we have 2D. Neat. One thing I do want to say with these is, like, I know on a couple of these I comment a lot on the visuals, on the music. I do want to focus, on the visuals, on the video, on the animation stuff. I want to focus mostly on the music with this, because I'm more of a musician than I am an animator. So aside from, like, oh, this is cool, this looks neat, I don't have much to add. Ooh, love me some waves.
Don't misbehave, they're still untamed. Here to travel the night. Can I live without light? Trapped in this maze. Learn to obey.
Off the bat, vocal production is unreal. This is, I know people say this with any kind of well-made fandom music all the time, to be like, this sounds like it would be on the radio, because that's the go-to of, like, any music that sounds even remotely good. This genuinely sounds like it was tracked and produced by big dog professionals. And of course, the vocalist is fantastic. The delivery, yeah, it doesn't matter how great your production is. If your singer's bad, it's gonna sound like, you know, a polished turd is still shit. So this, it's really good. It has, like, Halsey vibes. Ooh, halftime. Ooh. Was that a tritone? Yeah. Oh, we have a lowered fifth. Okay, we're not fucking around. This is hype. Oh. Yo, and, like, also that hook, I was so wrapped up in the delivery and the composition, I didn't even look at the lyrics. But again, one of my biggest criticisms with, like, FNAF songs and things like that is how on the nose are the lyrics. I think that was pretty good. Hype chorus. Hype ass chorus. I have some stuff to say, but I want to hear it again. Ooh. Okay. Vocal melody, fantastic. Again, I cannot compliment the delivery of the vocals on this enough. Fantastic. The lyrics are kind of teetering back and forth of, like, vague enough to be relatable and too on the nose. It's a little nonsensical. Like, let me see what we have. Yeah, on the stage to play a song of fear is maybe not nonsensical, little bit cheese in my opinion, but then again, you know, I've sprinkled a little Parmesan on a bunch of my FNAF songs, so I'm guilty of that as well. My other thing that I found, the production on the instrumentals of this, I actually think are being completely overshadowed by the vocals, not in a great way. I like the composition, just the choice of synths and drums sound stock. And what I mean by that is like they sound really default. Because you have these vocals, like there's so much life, there's so much delivery, there's so much power behind the singer. But the instrumentals themselves don't have nearly as much life. And not in the sense of like, oh, it's animatronics, it's robotics. They're really, really flat. They even could have been like mixed a little better. They could have been compressed a little harder, maybe bring up the highs a little more. There isn't that shine that this chorus really, really deserves. I feel like it just needs more drive. It needs more oomph in the instrumentals because God, the vocals. Yeah, like that snare is so that snare is really boring. And like that isn't too harsh of a criticism. I hope not. I don't want anyone to take offense to this. The snare is just kind of boring. I just feel like there could have been better choices in samples, in synths, in sounds. Like there's a little subtle percussion there, which is nice. But again, everything sounds kind of stock. Like it's synths that I've heard in hundreds and hundreds of other songs. And it sounds kind of default. And I think something a little more unique would have complemented the vocals a lot better. See, that part's really cool because they took, which is a common thing in pop, they took some vocal melody and resampled it as a synth. So like this, if you hear it there, like when she starts singing down, that's super cool. That's rad. It's very much overdone in this day and age, but that's because it works. And it's also a pretty, new thing in comparison to like 80s synths and things like that. And I think that same mindset really could have taken the chorus so much farther. Yeah, when I listen, sorry I keep replaying the pre-chorus, but like when I'm listening to the pre-chorus, especially with stereo headphones, the way it's mixed, the way things are moving around, the atmosphere it creates, that's what I want for the whole song, and I've only had that in the pre-chorus. Like yeah, there's so much going on and yet there's so much space. That's rad. That is dope. And then it goes into this drop, which is totally cool to have like those open spaces. That's totally cool. I mean, I write breakdowns all the time, which is guitars and then just like cut everything out and just create that emptiness. And it's attention grabbing. It's good. But with that, you want the hit to be up here and then you want the cut to drop down. You want it to be a roller coaster of like, bah, bah, and with the like mixing of this with the synths, it feels like it's going like, like the composition, the chords, all of that, the arrangement's fine. It could have used some more drive. Okay, they're kind of the same thing. That bridge, vocals, I have no idea what they're talking about. And also, like this part was fine. At least to me, this feels like something that was meant to like kind of fill the space a little bit more, like just kind of this like dot 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 melody. It's like it's fine. It's very it's like extra medium, if that makes sense. It seems very much like, okay, we need some kind of transition here. And this part,
I'm gonna bleed. I'm gonna stay. I'll never leave till night becomes day.
like I guess that kind of makes sense. There's a tone of like persistence of like, I'm gonna bleed, I'm gonna stay, I am in here. It's like I'm determined, I am vigilant. That's cool. But then
Whatever happened to the others that came?
it, without the context, that line kind of throws me a little bit. It's kind of like, who are we talking about?
I'm gonna bleed.
Oh, we're doing it again. Okay.
I'm gonna stay. I'll never leave.
Woo, those highs. What the fuck?
I'm gonna bleed.
Nice.
I'm gonna stay. I'll never leave till night becomes day. Whatever happened to the others that came?
Nice.
Oh no, I'm so close.
Cool.
Total insecurity when they come after me. Oh no, I'm so close. Total insecurity when they come after me. Oh no.
Ooh, you know what would have been really cool is if this like dot 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 melody were like way more heavily like chopped up, spliced, affected, compressed, driven. Make it basically kind of like the sheesh is in there. Transform it so it's still like a synth melody lead, but made from vocals. Basically, make a synth out of their voice. Honestly, I just want the vocalist's voice as a synth. Sheesh, sheesh, sheesh. Cool. Very cool. That was rad. Overall, that was rad. The only negative things I had to say was the production behind the instrumentals was just kind of flat. That's it, which is not remotely the worst thing in the world. That was dope. I actually haven't listened to a lot of FNAF songs. I know that I have been in this space and writing music for various fandoms, especially FNAF, for so long, and I have little to no knowledge about what else is happening in this space. And I'm hyped. This was dope. This was fantastic overall. Oh, especially those vocals. Like, goddamn, that's powerful. All right. Well, big kudos to Rockit Gaming. That was a great song. Visuals were fun. And that's all I really have to say. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Again, make sure you watch the original because stealing views is stupid. And have a day. Where's my stop button?